Well, hello everyone. Good morning. That's what it is here. I just thought I'd film a little bit of something I've done and a little bit of this room because I hung them in my dining room. So I thought, well, I would show a little bit of what's in my dining room. This high chair I bought one time at a garage sale. Got it for hardly nothing, because the lady liked me. She said, I want you to have it because it was mine. Anyway, my great-grandbabies get to sit in it. I laugh about the wooden tray on it because, oh my goodness, they can make a mess and we really have to clean it. But anyway, just thought I'd show you some things that I've been doing. See the old watermelon down there? That's for my memory of a kitchen I had about 20-something years ago. I used to have it in watermelon and all kinds of old things. I like still showing different old items that women used and I used. I have a lot of that, and one time I had a whole wall in a house I lived in with nothing but old gadgets. And needless to say, I've got rid of them, but still have a few. And they're very interesting. Look at that little dog bank there. He just sits so cute on that little old, I call him a little old footstool, but some people call them little milk stools. And there's another one, and it's painted like a watermelon, but I have it covered. And just different things. Old things that I've collected. I love the old setting some things in with other things. Anyway, just thought I'd show a little bit of my things that I have out for fall. Here's a little darling little book I bought last year. I think it was. It's made out of a paper sack. I was at a craft store and this lady had it real reasonable. Let's see, I think I lost focus or something there. Huh, how about that? Anyway, one of my favorite little signs, and then it goes up. Some of this might not be too bright. I love this picture. I think I've told the story about it, how my husband bought it for me years ago. There was a bunch of them in there, and I wish I'd have kept more, but this is the one I wanted, and I wanted to frame it. I've had that frame for years and years, and it always moves and moves right into my kitchen or my dining room area. And up there, y'all hear me say that all the time. A dear friend of mine painted that for me and brought it because I always said it to her. And one of my favorite Bible verses is, be still and know that I am God. And it has a little bit more that goes to it, but that's all that I have on that plaque. And I got this a long time ago. Let me see if I can get the brightness back, because the sun has come out real bright this morning. And oh my goodness, it's fading fast. Let me see if I can get that brightness back in there. Come on. Where are you at? Let's see. Well, it's going to well, let me just go ahead and show y'all what I see out this window. That goes to the woods. But oh, what fun it is. The Yopons put on red berries. It's a lot of briars in there, so everything runs into the briars. And what I get to see is the red birds, because they build their nest because up in those Yopon trees. And I get to see them a lot. And then also sometimes I get to see another kind of bird that comes called the waxwing, and they'll sit in those Yopons, and they are beautiful. If you've never seen the cedar waxwings, they come in flocks, and it is so neat. I have a great picture of two of them sitting out there in the Yopons. But I see this out both my kitchen window, but it opens more into the woods because I like to look into the woods. My son-in-law keeps it trimmed up so I can see up in there. A lot of people always ask me, why don't you clean that up? And I go, I love that look of what nature can bring to you. Anyway, let me see if I can get the brightness. What's going on with the brightness? Let's see. Okay, maybe it's come back now. All right. But I don't have a lot of stuff out for fall, but oh, there's an old bonnet. That is really an old bonnet. Oh, and my granddaughter brought me this for my birthday because she always says, I always say, wash your hands and say your prayers. And I love that. I love that saying. And I thought that was so sweet of her when she gave me that on my birthday. She didn't make it. She bought it from an Etsy dealer. And up here, like I was showing you, the family that prays together stays together. And there's a little picture I have, and I love that little, I found that little old prayer book. It's nothing but prayers. It's very, very old, and I found it one time at one of my resale shops. I always pick up things like that when I find them because sometimes they date back into the 40s, 30s. Anyway, this little corner over here is some of my little gadgets, saving gadgets. The kids always laugh at my clutter. It probably needs to be dusted or washed. Ever so often, I'll clean it up. There's a lot of cute things in there, though. It's a lot of fun stuff to look at. This is stuff that, there's my microwave behind there. A lot of stuff that I've had through the years, and sometimes I don't know what to do with it. And I move it around a lot. I always used to love the old glass pepper and salt shakers. And one of those A&W root beer cups, when my son, which is now in his late 50s, I used to take him, and they'd give him a little cup like that free. And so that's just a memory bank. And my daughter bought me one from there. And then I found one at a resale shop that was the original one. So I was really excited when I found that. My little pigs. I love pigs. I have a big collection of pigs. And that little old glass there reminds me of when we used to drink the orange juice. And there's a little flower I made, and my granddaughter gave me those little darling, she went to Tennessee and somebody was making in pottery. She brought me those little things. So, of course, I keep it out. And I love my little blue tiny cups. And that little smiling, that cute back there. Anyway. My daughter painted that long years ago, that sign with the, she has, her and her husband and her two daughters, which now married, and one has 2 grandchildren for her, so it's 2 of my great-grandbabies, and they live out here, so I get to see them. And she brought the latest great-grandbaby to see me for the, well, actually, not to see me for the first time, but he got to come in my house for the first time since he's been born. I'll go visit him over at my daughter's house, which is next door, and she came to bring me something. So I was so excited. I said, well, you know what? I hadn't even realized that was the first time he got to come in. Of course, the other one comes in. He just plays up storm. He comes all the time. He's 2. Anyway, down under here, I have some more stuff. I hope this is not going to be too rocky, because I'm not holding it very good. I should have. Putting it on a tripod is not always easy. Let's see. I love the world globes, as y'all know. I don't know why I changed that and put that there, but of course, here we go. Around the world at my house. Anyway, these are just some things that I've saved and I've kept, and I just have them to adventure and look into. Some more gadgets, some more older things. And that teapot in the right hand corner actually is from Israel. I was so shocked when I turned it over. And I used to have a whole collection of tea kettles. I used to have a big collection of those, but I don't know, you have and you get rid of, but my favorite things is you'll notice I love the old lids, the old granite lids. I have some down here in that old granite washed dish pan, as I used to call it. And there's an old granite pan. I love all that. I'm kind of a collector of just about everything. Show you a little bit over here, some of my cups and saucers and things that I look at. Never take that down because my granddaughter gave me that picture back there of the manger scene, and I loved it, and so I wanted one so bad, but they were already out of them at Hobby Lobby, and she got it and had it wrapped up for Christmas. Isn't that neat? Just little things I've collected. I have lots of things. So, my snowmen stay out all the time. They go with that red apron. Let it snow. Up here, I have just a variety of different little items. I have showed this before in a video, but maybe not this close. Up on the top of this shelf, I have the old coffee pots. I just love. There's an old two granite ones. They're all granite. What am I talking about? But anyway, they always get a special spot when I move. And in this china cabinet, which you're getting a lot of glare too from the light, but I have to have a light in here. It's just these. So most of this stuff was stuff that I really had hidden in my other house. You see me standing back there, getting a flash of me. I haven't even combed my hair this morning. I hope it didn't show up too much. Anyway, I think I've told that before, how that was, I washed that stuff up and stuck it in there, and there is some better stuff in there, but it was so funny because I was like, I wasn't really going to use this like this. I was going to put a better set of dishes, but you know, this is just that old stuff you find, and it was, I was going to make, let me see, I got to see me real good then. I was going to make, pin cushions with the cups one time. Did I ever do it? No. Look at that little angel made out of these are made out of old quilts. I love the old quilts too. But this is what I wanted to show, if I can show it. I got busy yesterday and did some wall hangings. I've had these, I actually had started to make a fabric book one time with some of this stuff. And thank you, Olivia. I used the bottom. See that thing that's hanging on the bottom of there? That came from Olivia. But this right here, I just had fun putting it together. Anyway, I just decided I'd just make a wall hanger out of it. And this one here, I've had this little setup to frame one time, and I decided I'd just add to it. And so anyway, I thought it turned out so pretty. I'll probably use that in my back bedroom but thank you, Alice. Look at those pretty little crocheted things I've used on there. Oh, so I had fun. I made about 4 different things yesterday. I got busy. Well, I wanted to show this, and then I'm going to try, I'm going to get the dark again. My daughter gave me this about 2 Christmases ago. Isn't that so pretty? And we just set it there, and it's never moved. Oh, there's an old apron back there. Look at that apron. Isn't that neat? I love that. I found that one time when I went to a kind of an antique mall, and I couldn't resist it. I've had a lot of, then that one over there is just, that's a modern day one, but I love it because somebody made it to look like it's old. Oh my goodness, you're going to get too much brightness in that. But here, let's have a coffee or tea party. Set up, ready to go. And this old Bible here, I have one, I think it's older than this one, but I think it is so neat because it's It's probably dated into the 40s. I just find those, I pick them up, and I use them all over my house. And look at this. This is something I made, oh, many years ago. And it's filled with some old tattered